Hey people! My name is Larissa. Welcome to my channel. So, you might call me crazy. Don't call me crazy. But I'm gonna redecorate my Christmas tree. Yes, I just recently decorated my tree and I was amazed with it. I don't know what changed. Well, I don't know what changed. I feel like I decorated it and then I started making my DIYs. And I noticed that I'm very into browns and like copper. And my tree doesn't have a lot of that. Anyways, don't mind my hair. I just came back from class and I was like, you know what? This is not making me happy. And if I can change it, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna redecorate my tree to fit all the DIYs that I've been making, which by the way, if you haven't watched them, make sure to go watch. I'm gonna link some of them down below. I feel like I was able to take stuff that I already had and make them look very like designer kind of, you know what I mean? I hope you enjoy it and don't call me crazy. We are redecorating because we need it to make us happy, right? We need this to spark all the joy and happiness that we can have. And by the way, oh my god, wait, before we start, you're not ready for this. I have to explain this purchase because I know it's gonna sound crazy, but bear with me because it makes sense. Maybe it doesn't for some people, but I swear it makes sense. So let me show you those disco ball planters, and it might be asking, what does that have to do with Christmas tree? So my porch is full on window. There's a lot of light and I've always wanted a disco planter because I felt like the effect it would give would be phenomenal. But I'm always like, oh no, I'm just trying to buy more shit. But I got it. But I have an excuse to why I actually got it now after like 2 years wanting. It's not even that expensive, but it's just extra. So I wanted some disco ball ornaments and then I went and I looked and I'm like, damn, like, okay, the price, like, it's not too expensive, but to only use it on Christmas, and I'm like, I've been wanting that planter for so long. So why don't I get the disco ball planter, use it as ornament for Christmas, and then after Christmas I always have it out, like just as a planter. Like more use for your money, I think. It might just be me trying to, you know, explain to myself why I purchased it. But I mean, isn't that genius? Those two is one pack, which by the way, same price as the single one, but it's okay. So this one comes in a pack. I'll link it down below, and then this one is the other one. Because I was like, I can't just get two because it's gonna look weird, right? And also, this is the best day of my life. This is the best thing I own. Tell me. This is amazing. Let me actually fix the bottom of this one because it's a little messy. And it comes with some extra if you lose some pieces. Okay, so before getting excited about the disco balls, I removed everything that I had on the tree, and I eventually removed this beaded thing as well. But I started placing the disco ball and just kind of using the branches to secure it, and then eventually I went in with those ornament hooks from Dollar Tree just to make sure it would not fall. And then I just started adding my ornaments. I normally try to add the same kind all at once so that I can spread it out throughout the tree, and I also try to focus only on the front, the part that's actually gonna be seen, and then whatever I have extra at the end is what I use on the back. I got some nutcrackers from Dollar Tree and also from Michael's, and I just DIY'd them and I used them as ornaments and also as just decor pieces as well. Then I made some ribbon pieces using some leftover that I had and this brown that I got new, and it was like on sale 99 cents. So I was like, yes, absolutely, I'm taking all of them. I wish it was a joke, but I kind of did. So basically the point is to layer all the layers that you want to put on your ribbon, and it's actually better if you have the pieces longer, because then you can fold it multiple times. But I'm using my leftover gold that I had already cut, but you're gonna just fold it, and I just use a stapler to hold it together. And here's how it's gonna look. Obviously, if you have longer pieces, you're gonna have more folds, which is way better, but I just had to use more pieces. Then I found those napkin holders at Hobby Lobby, and if you have been watching me, you know how obsessed I am with those mini bells, so I had to get them and use them as ornaments. This year I was really into browns and copper and a little bit of vintage, but still with some locks. I don't know how to explain, but I found those beaded garland at the thrift store, and I just cut them up and placed them on the branches of the tree, and I just love when the sunlight hits them. And I was actually planning on making some smaller ones, but then I found some leftover rhinestones that I used like years ago to make a jacket, so I just did the same thing, cut them up and placed them at the ends of the branches. I also added some bows and more ornaments, because it's never enough. Played with Chanel, which by the way, you can see the amount of beaded garland I found at the thrift store, and this whole thing was like $2. If you're wondering how I get stuff ready, oh my god, it's a mess. Now that I've cleaned everything, let me show you how the tree came out. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it somehow inspired you. If you did like it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on my next video.